How much do you think George Kittle is going to get per year?
20.
Really? It's going to start with a 2?
I think 20.
He's going to average 20 a year?
George Kittle, I think so.
I looked it up. Julio Jones is the highest paid receiver. He averages 22 a year right now. He got like 64 guaranteed. The highest paid tight end gets 10.5 right now.
I think it'll be in between 15 to 20. North of I think it's going to be closer to 20. George Kittle is vital to that Niners offense. And it's not just catching and emotional, everything like that. It is the way he's a road grader. I mean, they rushed. I don't have to say it because Ty's in here and he doesn't deserve it, especially with all this potential no baseball talk and the Yankees spending over $450 million this offseason and everything like that. But 186 yards before contact in the AFC Championship game, and George Kittle was doing a lot of people moving during that thing. And I think we're hitting an era now where people are going to start making more and more money. Now, I would wonder if the quarantine, COVID-19 here, affects everything because ticket sales and salary cap going down. But I think he'll be I think you'll look for him in the wide receiver area of money, I think. Because I think the Niners might potentially be the first team that does a tight end deal accurately, where they judge him, okay, he's kind of an offensive lineman. He's kind of a wide receiver as well. We see him doing this and this. And John Lynch and Shanahan potentially give him like hey, we understand you're worth more than just what a tight end should be paid because you do that. Just like this was the issue with Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was the number one wide receiver and a running back, and he wanted, okay, I want to be, since I'm both, I want that. Steelers were like, no, this is running back money. Then a holdout happens. Jets pay him not as much as he wanted, but more than the Steelers are offering. I think the Niners could potentially be the team that are like, hey, Kittle, we understand your worth and we'll pay you for all this stuff because there's not a lot of George Kittles out there, and you need not lose George Kittle if you're that Niners team.
No, John Lynch absolutely knows how valuable George Kittle is. He's made comments about like what they're going to get it done. They're going to find a way. But how far does George Kittle want to take it? I know his agent says like we're going to do a George Kittle deal, not a tight end deal. And I agree. Like he should get paid 20 a year. Most likely, I don't know if he's going to be able to get up to that number, but I guess it's safe to say he will get north of 15 mil a year, which is a huge jump from the other highest paid tight end per year average.
You know what's going to be interesting now is watching other teams that have to pay their tight ends.
Yes.
Kelsey.
With George Kittle. Well, Kelsey, though, and Kittle, I think they are. And Austin Hooper just got $40 million over here at the Browns, and he's a blue.
He got 23 guaranteed. I think it's 10 and a half a year.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you could easily say Kittle's going to get 50 guaranteed, don't you think?
Oh, I think Kittle's deal is going to be large because Kittle's like Kittle, Gronk, Kelsey. Here's tight ends that cannot be duplicated. I mean, granted, they are duplicated because there's more than one of them. But I feel like that is somebody you need on your team, especially with the way the rules are now, with how tight ends can be kind of down the middle of the field without getting kill shots on them. I mean, we're in a tight end era, and if you're on a team that understands that, especially if you got a great run game like Shanahan has, the tight end's always going to be open off the run game. I mean, that is just something you need. Hopefully, he'll be able to get a massive deal done. Is that come out that they are negotiating that deal right now?
Yeah, the contract negotiations.
Didn't they say they're kind of at a stalemate right now?
Well, I'll tell you why. Everything I just said is what Kittle's agent said, and then AJ's first reaction to what I said. You think it's going to have a 2 in front of it? That is what the Niners are doing. So we just showed you exactly why that deal has come to a stalemate at this point.
Well, then don't you think if you're the Niners and you're John Lynch and you're saying, hey, I get it. I understand. You're not just a tight end. You are so much more to this football team. You do so much for this team and for the city that we can't even like put a stat to. I get it. But I can't all of a sudden double the average per year salary of the next highest paid tight end for you.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he did, though?
He should. He probably will get close.
Are Travis Kelce's days on the Chiefs numbered then? Because he's got, 2 years left on his, and then they got to pay Mahomes, $50 million a year starting next year?
Yeah, not going to be able to pay Travis Kelce probably.
No chance.
Unless Travis Kelce says, hey, we got Jason Kelce on Wednesday. We got Jason Kelce on. We're not going to ask him about Travis Kelce. Maybe at the end we will. Maybe we'll slip in that conversation. But you start looking ahead on who needs money and who has it and things of that nature. That's where if you're a GM, Brandon Beane told us this, where you see how much people are making and who has to get paid. You start basically in your head figuring out who's going to be available, whether free agency or salary casualty or anything of that nature. That has to be something a lot of people are looking at. And Travis Kelce would be a weapon. Well,
and you have to think, too, if you have a guy like George Kittle, like a contract coming up, or Pat Mahomes, you got to look at your roster and say, all right, who can we trade to try to get some of this, to build some cap space so we can sign these giant deals?
Bingo, AJ.
Bingo.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Play good, pay good, live good, die good.